Many Americans, many people all across the country are working to keep their homes. Unfortunately, though, they're fighting the very institutions and programs designed to help them out. And these are some of the areas hardest hit. RealtyTrack.com says Nevada, Arizona, Florida, California, and Utah, respectively, had the most foreclosure filings last year. And get this, there were a total of 2.8 million foreclosure filings in all of 2009, even though people are trying to work with the lenders to modify their loans. It's all the red tape they're facing. So here to give you the info you need to know to save your house is foreclosure attorney Matt England. Matt, thank you so much for coming in this morning. There's a government program out there called HAMP, the Home Affordable Modification Program. That's supposed to help. Yeah. First of all, tell me, what is that program about?
HAMP was designed to get your mortgage to 31% of your gross income. So if your lender is participating, and most of the major lenders are participating in the program, then if you qualify, if you meet the criteria they have laid out, they have to modify your mortgage to 31% of your gross income. That includes your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance.
But apparently that's not working, right?
Well, there's a lot of people, what we're seeing is this was passed back in May of 2009. There's a lot of people who have qualified for it, who went into what's called a trial period. That's 3 months where you make your trial payment, and then after that, the lender is supposed to make it permanent.
Right.
And we have a lot of people who have come out of the trial period who are still just waiting for a permanent modification. And the lenders, it seems, are dragging their feet and not making them permanent.
But they are, I guess, speeding up the process on something else, foreclosures. Is that
They
right?
are. We're seeing a lot of them actually starting to foreclose on the property, even though the borrower has qualified for HAMP and has completed the 3-month trial period.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do if I know I'm qualified for the government assistance program, yet I still get an email or some sort of notification saying, we're still going to foreclose on you? That's not fair.
It isn't fair, but unfortunately the only way you can change that and contest it, because you can hold the lender accountable, but really the only way to do that is through the court system.
Through the court system, which means hiring a lawyer.
Hiring a lawyer.
I can't afford a lawyer, Matt. You guys are expensive. Sometimes they cost $300, $400, $500 an hour. Then what can I do?
Well, oftentimes they do, but many attorneys that do foreclosure work will charge you a flat fee and break it up into payments that are probably less than you're paying in either rent or you would pay for your mortgage.
Okay, so I guess you have to negotiate with
your
attorney.
You do. You have to find one that's affordable.
Is there something I can really do, though, on my own?
You can get into the program on your own. Once the lender decides they're not going to make your modification permanent, really the only way to contest that is to get an attorney. Okay.
We just heard the report. 1 million people are simply walking away from their home. Are they done if they do that? Or can the bank still come after you?
Absolutely they can. In fact, what we always tell people is the worst thing you can do is nothing, to walk away from the home. What the lenders are doing is usually a year, maybe even a year and a half, 2 years after the foreclosure action, they will file a lawsuit for what's called the deficiency. That's the amount of money they've lost on your property. And they will sue you for that amount. And if they don't, they'll sell it off to a collection attorney who will then sue you for that debt.
It simply isn't as easy as walking away. Matt,
it's not.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
and of course, for more information, you can head over to our website at dailybuzznow.com.